Is that thing on? Can you guys see a red bar?
I see a red bar over here.
Oh, yeah, I see the light.
Do you want me to get up and look?
And this is good?
Test
Okay,
these.
we're good.
One.
Oh,
That's recording?
yeah, we got clap for me. Oh, you got clap next to your mic. Okay, thank you. Alrighty.
That's how it syncs. I don't know how it works, but that's how it syncs.
Really?
Like every time before we clap.
Has
like,
this been recording the entire time we've
Oh,
been
yeah.
talking trash?
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus.
For the last 7 and 8 minutes.
Listen,
actually.
there'll be clips of what we talk like this. Like our
And
blooper, there'll be clips.
we'll save some extra ones in case you guys get out of line. So. Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 32 of the Slightly Serious Sign podcast. As you can tell, we're not in our normal studio. We're actually holding the mics, which is the first time that's ever happened. But I'll let our guests introduce ourselves. But we're here in the always sunny and ridiculously hot Las Vegas for the Printing United show. So thanks for joining us, guys. Thanks for having us here, actually,
Thanks for
because this is a
having us.
way better spot than trying to do it on the show floor. So
Yeah, thank you. Figured
Yeah,
this
this
would be
is pretty
nice.
cool.
I happened
Yeah.
to get an upgrade to my room, so I was like, "Come on, guys,
worked out perfect. Yeah.
let's get a good
So-
use out of this suite."
If you could see the logos on their shirt, we had Nick from Montroy on a few episodes ago, but we voted it as subpar, so we figured we'd get the better alternatives from Montroy to come on the podcast.
Jesus.
So
Step down, guys. You guys step down.
I don't know if you guys went a step up, but
You think it's a step up.
we'll find out. Yeah, we'll find out in about another 30 minutes. We're like, maybe. We'll see.
I thought we caught the only day Nick worked all year. And that's why he was
Yeah,
at the
he said
podcast.
I
'Cause it
checked
works
his
since.
calendar's availability, and it just said vacation, but it was the rest of the year. I don't understand how that works.
yeah, we contend with that sometimes. We're like, "Wait, can
totally
I like
understand.
get you between 9 and 10 a.m. on a Tuesday?"
I can show you my phone where he doesn't even read my emails or text messages.
It just says just
Delivered.
undelivered,
Just says
unseen.
delivered.
Yeah.
But it never says read.
Yeah, just sent.
Or I could show you where I just leave a voicemail.
3 of them back to back. Hey, when you get
I love you,
this-
Nick.
He's busy. He's a busy guy.
He's a
Yeah,
busy
vacation's
guy.
hard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
vacation's
I agree.
rough.
Yeah.
He's still playing catch up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, Nick-
he's doing okay.
Hope you enjoyed this episode so far.
I love you, Nick.
So yeah, I'll let you guys introduce yourselves. For the people that are new to this, kind of the reason we're having this episode is Montroy is one of the companies to bring on the United LED as well. So we figured we'd have them come on and talk about it as well. So you're not just hearing from us why we brought it on and how great it is, but from other people that have also decided to bring it on. So, but I'll let you guys do the intros. Who are you? How long you been in the industry? What your current role is, and then where you live, family, that kind of stuff. So whoever wants to go first.
Hey, I'll go first.
Ladies first.
So my name is Lauren Thomas. I am a outside sales rep executive senior.
She's a senior, but we
That's a
call
lot.
them
That's a-
seniors.
Does that fit on a business card? It seems like a
It's-
few too many words.
It's,
kinda
it's a
tough.
big one. It's a big
Did
one.
you make your own title up, or was that?
No, we actually get called
we submitted
seniors.
Manny and I got a little bit honorary one day and said, "Hey, we've been here for 14 plus years,
I've been
20, yeah.
20 plus.
and let's set ourselves apart a little bit." So we asked for senior, and they're like, "Fine, okay, senior sales executive." Is what it said.
They just added it on. Yeah.
Well,
They did.
new business cards. It's like
hy-
this big.
Yeah, it's like hyphenating your last name just repeatedly. Just keep it going.
Well, if
Just
you
keep-
knew my last name, it's very long already. So
Oh, so they match each other at least then.
now now it looks like there's a book, like a little story going on in the business cards.
Just your name and title. That's all it is.
Now
But it's a
I-
whole paragraph.
It's so much better that way. People get, oh, look, I'm reading.
Just keep them engaged at all possible.
Continue about your.
So yeah, so I've been in the industry for I don't know, a long time. So since 2006.
I am not.
Started at Grimco. I was the branch manager for Las Vegas. When they opened up the branch, I opened it. And I did that for about 3 years. And then I moved over to Montroy, which was a fantastic decision, and started sales in Vegas, and then moved back to my hometown of Phoenix, Arizona. And that's where I reside right now. And I cover all of Arizona. We have 3 branches in Arizona. So that's Mesa, Tucson, Phoenix, and then I cover Southern Nevada. And I work almost exclusively with our electrical customers. I do entertain a few great digital accounts as well, but electrical is definitely my specialty. So So we do. Manny and I are the electrical specialists at Montroy.
Perfect. And you said where you live, family?
Yeah, so I could mention that too, I guess. So my husband, Scott, he's a principal, elementary school, and I have 2 children, Sawyer, who's 10, and Camille, who is 7. So yeah, so we're just...
What do they speak?
They speak Mandarin and English. So they're in
I've heard Mandarin's a
Mandarin
pretty easy language to learn, so that's impressive.
It's super simple.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Not at our age. We can't learn this.
Wait, why do they speak Mandarin?
So they go to a Mandarin immersion school. And so since preschool, since they were 4, they've been in this school and they have learned all of the language. And
so we can order G2G a little bit better.
They're constantly correcting me. Yeah. So we're grooming them at Montroy to be our outsourcing department.
That's a good idea.
In China. So we can make the prices even
Better.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Sky, better prices.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Hey, G2G, take us to China. I have 2 interpreters that can help, two translators that can help us.
Perfect. Manny, you want to do your intro?
Yeah, Manny Larranaga. I've been in the business over 30 years. It's really aged myself. I had hair at one point, and it was actually
You still have
some, but it was black at one point. I started working for Glance back in the days, and started off as a driver, and from driver I moved up to salesperson, and then to branch manager. And I started in Orange County, California, and moved down to San Diego. Opened up their San Diego location for Glance. Things didn't work out at Glance, so I ended up leaving there, worked at Denko for 10 months. Didn't work out there either. And then Montroy had an opening, and I started managing the branch in San Diego. And things didn't work out, well, in the sense of health-wise. I got sick, and I felt something was wrong with me. So I ended up I wasn't managing the branch anymore. I ended up being a salesperson. I needed something was wrong with me, and I knew something was wrong. And come to find out, like a year after being a salesperson, I had cancer. So the company worked with me really well. Jim, our owner, is awesome. He's better than Nick. So
Nick is great.
Nick is great, but Jim's better. So,
Jim
but
That's kind of the same thing we got going on. You know, Tyler's all right. I'm way better.
Thank you.
I think you disproved his point for anyone that at least knows him. So
after that, I've been doing sales. I see the larger base.
So, but he recovered, and he's in
remission,
premium condition.
But when I got cancer, I was in the best health of my life.
Yeah.
I was 225 pounds, 11% body fat. I was working out religiously and was doing a lot of great things. Didn't know I had cancer, and I went from 225 pounds to 160 pounds pretty fast within months, and got the cancer removed. Had colon cancer. If you want to know which cancer it was, things went through chemo. It took a year to get healthy. I'm still not healthy. I'm still kind of loopy, but at least I'm alive. I'm above ground. I'm not underground. So I'll take it. I've got a wonderful wife that I've been married for over 30 years. I had to think about it because it's even hard. I've got 2 sons, a son and a daughter with the prior, and 2 daughters with my wife, and 1 grandbaby who runs our show. She runs our house. Her nickname is Dinkies. When she was young, I used to sit her on my lap and make her just bounce and sing a song and dinky. And so now her nickname is Dinkies. So she loves that. And so she runs our house.
How old is she?
She's 10 years old. And she calls our house, Dinky Rules. And she does rule the house, and she has her own rules. So, but she kicks ass.
Yeah, grandkids have different. I have 6 grandchildren.
Oh,
they have different rules than your kids had.
yes.
Like they're allowed to stand on the counter.
Yes.
They're allowed to put their foot in the bowl when you're making cookies.
Yes. And they're allowed to grab it and eat it right from the bowl.
Oh, there's videos of like Nova, she's a 6-year-old, using the butter knife to scoop out jelly and licking the jelly off the knife. Like,
Yes.
But and Tyler knows this is coming. Tyler and his wife are trying this gentle parenting, and it's not working.
It's a long game.
It is a long.
Yeah.
It's so much better
Looks
being a
bad now, I'm
grandpa.
telling
It
you.
is a billion
It's gonna
times
work
better.
out. That's what I tell myself at least every morning. So
Yeah, being a grandpa is way better than I love the grandkids are way better than your kids.
Heck yeah, I agree.
I think a lot of
actually don't.
because there's more care in your kids. But I don't want to say there's more care. I don't know how to explain it. Like you allow them to do stuff because you're not really in charge of them, right?
Yes,
They're allowed to do
feed 'em
whatever.
sugar.
Yeah,
Here you
doesn't
go.
matter.
just pass them back.
Yeah.
And I think as you get older, you realize the stuff that you really disciplined your kids for didn't matter.
Yep.
It really didn't matter.
Hey, so you are endorsing gentle parenting.
He just
Listen.
it's also a long game.
Okay, yes.
Eventually, we're going to win him over.
When they
He hasn't
say
figured it out though.
don't do that, and she looks at him, she smiles and does it anyways. I'm like, oh, we're gonna put you on the step. No, I'm looking at him like, there's no chance she's bringing her to the step. And Tyler's like, oh,
it's hard.
okay.
I'm sorry, I got to cut you guys off, but this is the best podcast in the world.
Oh, we didn't even say.
Yeah, you forgot.
This podcast is voted number one. Well, who did we want to say is voted number one? By Montroy.
By Montroy.
Not by Nick this time.
Nope.
So
By Lauren and Manny at Montroy. Voted number
Perfect.
one podcast. I actually did do a review of your podcast, and I put myself as LT 480. I think I said Montroy endorses this podcast. It's on your Apple reviews.
Perfect.
We agree.
As soon as it came out, so we drive a ton as sales reps, like put 30,000 miles on a car type thing, drive to and from Vegas. And I have to have at least like 6 podcasts lined up to go in order to make the drive. And I was introduced to this one. I think Nick Wilson, our manager, forwarded me the podcast link, and I just started going through them. And I think I listened to like 5 or 6 podcasts in that one day, and now it's just on my.
Now we get warning. Now I get alerts that you guys are posting something. So now I got to listen. Next time I'm on the road, play.
Yeah, and I've never done the YouTube thing, so I'm going to have to actually log in after this one and see, even though I hate looking at myself when I'm on video.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
Yeah.
Well, you have a baby.
When you're the one that has to review them, so
Yeah.
you're just like, I always tell people, like, I'll run in the morning listening to my own podcast. It sounds like the most narcissistic thing that's possibly
crazy.
out there.
I
You're
don't
just
want-
like, man, this
I
guy's kind of
definitely
funny,
don't want
you
to
know?
listen to this voice.
Yeah.
I've been up all night.
You
so.
forget it's you. You're listening to the podcast, and it's you talking. And you're like, man, that's a good point. Like, wait, that was me that was talking. Or like, that was stupid. And like, wait, that was me talking.
You're
Like you
laughing
forget that
was
it's
a good joke.
forget that it's
You're
you
the one that
talking.
told the joke.
That's such a weird feeling.
I'm not even looking at the camera because then I'll
It's a good
start
call.
to.
Start singing. You start performing.
Wait, we're on karaoke.
Testes. 1, 2, 3.
It's dangerous bringing other people on.
I know. Yeah. So
We're not the ones getting banned. You
that's
guys
true.
are.
That's true. Yeah. But I don't think anyone's going to stop us at this point. So
Yeah.
anyways, so the reason we brought you guys on, so when we brought on United LED, you guys were one of the first ones to sign up besides us. So if one of you wants to talk about kind of when you saw it, what was the reason you decided to bring it on compared to what you currently had available?
So I have kind of a good story about this product. When Principal Sloan let go some of their distributors, the amount of money that our company lost monthly was pretty staggering. I mean, it was just insane. Like all of a sudden, we don't have this
From a lot
key
to zero.
product line that we rely on to keep things moving. So G2G was the product line that we selected to take over that empty space. And they saw the plight that we were all going through. And they literally said, these are the most competitive products in the market. And there was 3 that were, that were available to us before and are now not anymore. And they said, we're going to help you out. We want to copy the specifications. We want to make it bigger and brighter and better and more efficient for your customers, but be able to like line it up spec to spec. So wattage per module, lumens per watt. They pretty much copied and then outdid themselves. So you could take this United product and literally just stick it into the sign in exactly the same manner. It's 1.5 5 modules per foot. So the fact that they did that for us and really focused on getting us a replacement that we could, use and walk into a shop and just say, there's really no research you have to do other than if you want a brighter sign, put this in, because it is
this was the first time where you had, it was basically us saying, this is what our customers keep asking us for. This is what this is what we're competing against. This is what we had before. This is exactly what they need. And they just copied exactly what we wanted. Correct. It wasn't what they wanted to make. It was exactly what we needed them to make.
And the turnaround wasn't, 18 months, it was like a month or two before they had a demonstration product to send us and be like, is this
before we got dropped, obviously, I saw the writing on the wall. I knew we were getting dropped. I knew it was happening.
Really?
You mean all the back orders didn't give you any warning?
No. So I knew it was happening. And
why is my layout taking 4 months?
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah. So I started working on it with Sky probably 2 months before we ever got dropped.
Wow. So because we weren't a G2G dealer, so we didn't see any of that behind the scenes.
So I saw it coming and we knew what we had to do.
Yeah.
We knew, we need to make a different module with a different name. And then that's how United came up and everything else. So it's like, we knew what we need to make. Yeah. Like it was just a matter of time.
There was signs from principal. It wasn't even really from them that it was like, something weird's going on here. So make sure we have an option here.
Well, I saw a lot of products that they were making that to me seemed like you had the prism model, the prism module looked amazing. It was built tough. And then what they were moving to replace that module just didn't seem appropriate to me. I was like, dude, that's not what we're.
Yeah.
And I said something and I don't think they liked it. So, going back to that, we were blindsided. We were hit without not even we knew something was up, but we didn't know we were going to get hit like that. So it really did hurt. And being knocked down, I'm an ex-boxer, so being knocked down, I always come back up and I kind of regroup. And I said, okay, what's it going to take for us to replace this product? So I started calling multiple LED manufacturers and trying to get product in I built this ginormous box. This box is, I don't know if you guys have heard of it.
You sent us.
We actually have a 4x8 one.
Do you?
Yeah. We have a 4x8.
So you have to bring a dolly into your customer's office to display this box.
Worth it.
I don't need a dolly.
Just puts it up
I put it over my shoulder. I wheel this. I have a F-250, and I just put it in the back of the truck, and I haul it around Southern California to show it to plate people. And so I have 3 dividers in there, and I show it. And so at first when I was testing this box at home and I was putting different LEDs, I'm like, dude, some of these LEDs are ugly. They're nasty. Yeah. Some of them were like blue and some of them were like green and gray. So when you compare them next to each other, you really, it opens up your eyes like, what the heck was I using? Yeah. Why was I selling this? Yeah. So when I put in United, I was doing 18 modules, trying to do apples to apples on the modules and trying to keep it, pretty even. And I put in 18 modules, and the United module looked amazing. And I'm like, that looks too good.
Like it kind of is shocking how different it is compared how white, white, like if you were to hold like a sheet of paper into it.
What's the objective of when you're putting a sign together? Well, you're trying to get it bright. You're trying to make that vinyl pop. You're trying to make that vinyl just come out at you.
And the vinyl is key. So if you have a true white base to anything, your colors are going to look more vibrant and
I ended up
just a lot better.
True.
Absolutely. So I was doing 18 modules and I was like, dude, this is too cool. This is amazing. So I ended up cutting 2 modules off. So I have 16, 18, and 18. And it still kicks ass. I'm actually thinking about going down to 15 and seeing how far I could take it. Just
to really the wow factor when you
it has the wow. It has that wow effect.
Yeah. Well, and a lot of our competition, a lot of the other LED manufacturers out there have like 4 or 5 modules to represent a line. So they'll have like a micro, mini, a medium, a large, an extra large. Okay, that's a lot of product that you have to stock on your shelves in order to have, the different levels of brightness required for the sign, different depths, shallow, deep, whatever. This product reaches the face stock better than most of the level like large or deep or what they call 3 or 4 modules.
And to be honest, the reason that
diodes per module,
they could do that was we had more money to play with, right? We're not paying principal to touch the box.
Yep.
So we had more money to do a better lens and a better module because we don't have to pay principal or the manufacturer's rep group that they have supported. We don't have to pay them.
It goes direct to the factory.
We can put the money into the module and make a better module.
The module is amazing.
Yeah, and then the shallow depths, it works great for that too. So you can do it, all sorts of ranges of depths with this one module versus having to have 5 SKUs on your shelf.
Yeah. The other thing too is a lot of times, right, an LED manufacturer will just bring us a module and that's what we get to sell. This one was completely different where it was like, this is exactly what we want. And then just kept telling them like, no, still not there. You're still not there until we got the one we have now. And like you said, when you put them side by side, it's
amazing.
I mean, we just did a video, whatever it was, 2 weeks ago now, we did a video where we just put them side by side in a box in the same video. Like, hey, here's what it looks like on video, at least, which is even more difficult to show.
Camera doesn't do it. Dude.
And so I was like, if on camera we can show it, just imagine like if we put it in your shop, what that looks like. It's night and day.
Every place I've taken the box to, they'll sit there and like, all right, just let me return this. Send me that.
I know. They're like, what? They go to their production manager and they're like, why are we buying this green module? Like, give her an order for 50 boxes.
We're trying to educate our customers. That's really the bottom line.
Yeah.
And bringing that big box or bringing something where you could show it, people, they step back and they're like, dude, why are we buying this crap? Because there's a lot of crap out there. We have competitors in Southern California that are selling nobody else sells them, but just these two companies, and they're buying that stuff. And then when you put it next to something, you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like?
But by themselves, sometimes they look white.
Yes.
Until you put them next to white.
Yes.
Then it's like, wait a minute, mine isn't even close to white. No wonder your greens don't look green anymore because you're putting green light behind it.
The green one we're talking about, we all sold for forever until we got the United one and put them side by side and we're like, oh, that module's green. Like we've been selling it this whole time. This is a good one. And then you put them next to a better product and you're like, oh, never mind, it's not white. It's the same like with vinyls, right? Like it's not a good white point. And you don't know that until you put it next to something that has a better white point.
So the United module actually looks like white 7328 when it's actually lit. So that's the best explanation I can tell a customer. It looks the way it's supposed to look behind that acrylic. The acrylic, I mean, we're trying to get close to that white, not the milky white where it's grayish. We're trying to get 7328, and this is like the best color I've seen in 30 plus years. That's the best LED out there. United, and the name the name is awesome. We're United. Why are we United? Because we're going after something. Yep. So,
well, even our marketing behind it, like we put it out brighter, whiter, cheaper. Who's ever marketed something that says cheaper?
No.
Well, we knew, what are they going to do to come back at us? They're going to say, oh, it's cheaper. Well, then we might as well just say it right now. Yes, it's cheaper, but the reason it's cheaper is we don't have to pay them to touch it.
Yeah, you're cutting out a lot of fat.
Yeah, they're going to come out and say, hey, it's a cheap module. And instead of them having that to say, we're already coming out and saying like, okay, here's what they're going to say, which we talked about it literally at launch, was they're going to come out and say it's a cheaper module. The answer is yes. And here's why, right?
Yeah.
All we did was just cut everything out that we didn't need.
All that
made the exact module that we wanted and then brought it straight to market. We didn't have anyone in the middle. It's coming straight from them to...
It's an easy transition from whatever they're using. Grabbing that module and taking the product and whatever they were using, it's easier to use this module for a lot of other things that they're using. So I've seen it used in cabinets. I've seen it used in channel letters. I mean, I had a guy tell me that they were going to put it on a window. And I'm like, that's not what it's intended for. That's what they want to use it for. I'm like, go for it. I mean, whatever you're going to use it for, use it. But it is the module to use.
And it's going to be the specs of the one you were using before, more than likely. Which also makes it even more confusing when you put it in the box.
Correct.
And you're like, on paper, these are the same module, right? They're the same color.
Yep,
they're real
Yes.
close in the same lumens, but if you look at them, it's like they're not the same. Be like, that's.
Yep.
I'm not trying to tell you that one of the fact sheets might be wrong, but what I am saying is you can see them in front of you here.
Yep.
Okay, so you pick. It's up to you.
Exactly. We need to put some bathrobes on or something.
Yeah, we should. We got to get to the spa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spa's
I'll be right
coming.
back, guys.
All right, let's do it. Let's
Should we
go.
pause? Should we pause? Yeah, let's pause.
Okay, so we could just keep that in there. Yeah, but we should show us like taking off our stuff.
Yeah.
We are in the presidential suite.
Is it better if we do this at the end for editing so that you don't have to go into the middle of the? Oh, we are doing it at the end because we cut it off. I don't know what we're doing. I don't know how it works.
gonna get creative with the cutting.
Well, sounds
Well, no, do you have somebody else?
I'm just apologizing.
Yeah, he has
Keep
a
our
guy
shirts on,
that.
or?
I'm taking my shirt off.
No.
Oh, screw that. I'm old.
Okay.
You can keep your shirt on.
I will. Thank you. I will keep my shirt on.
You know what?
This thing's gonna be hot.
It is. I'm already like
You know what?
sweaty.
We're just doing it for a little bit.
Okay, so then, but we should we take our shoes off and put our feet up on the table?
That would be cool.
Yeah, let's do that. Ooh, what time is it?
Who cares? We're on the podcast.
I really do need to go to the spa because I just broke a nail. Well, I broke it yesterday.
Oh, jeez.
It's like
Me too.
hanging on by a thread.
I gotta go too. I haven't
I break a
been
nail,
mine
but-
off in a lately.
I didn't break a nail, but I'm really hungover.
I could use.
Whatever.
Just to sweat it out. I wish we would all had over. Next on the next podcast, we're getting
a
over.
picture of him and I in our robes.
Let's send it to this guy.
Shirt down a little bit.
Send it to this guy.
Oh my gosh, you guys!
This is great. We need cucumbers.
I know. I wish we had something.
We're gonna do one with our shirts off too at the end, Julie. That has to be.
This guy's gonna go. This is over with. This united we stand. United.
Here we go. Put these back on.
Are we gonna do the rest of it like this?
Oh yeah. We're only at 25. So we only have like 10
I only
minutes.
have a few more minutes left. Tyler, got my.
It's on my sheet.
Hey, we're back.
Hey,
That was nice, you guys.
we needed a break.
We
as
needed a
we
break. We're here at a. Oh, I don't have my. You guys.
We're at the
We're at the penthouse suite.
Penthouse suite in the Paris, overlooking
They're-
the mountains, the city.
the room number ends in P. So you know it's
Yeah.
yeah,
official.
P for penthouse.
It's
It's
not a
my room.
construction
For princess. For
For
princess.
princess. I like that.
Yeah.
For princess. Princess Lauren.
So, but yeah, so we kind of went through why you guys brought it on and all of, and kind of how it compares to the stuff that you had before. Is there anything else that you guys have seen from like that your customers are saying about the module compared to what they had before?
Oh, it's just being able to use a module like that is, people love it. It's a no-brainer. You have to switch to something that's better.
So one of my customers said something kind of that I don't think about because I'm not an end user. I don't sell to the end user, and they do. And one of my customers in Chandler, Arizona, that just switched over to G2G was like, can you leave your display box here so that I can show my customer that I'm going to upgrade him free of charge?
Yep.
And so I left it there. They brought in a big national account. They sat down and the guys were just like, hey, I just wanted to let you know, like, we're upgrading you, but we're not increasing any fees. This is a better module. I gave him some information to talk about G2G as a company too, and the support that they offer. So it's not like we're going to some, rinky dink situation. I'm sorry. I just got very distracted. So it's not like we're.
Rick, can you blur this out, please, for me?
No.
Listen,
we
they
need-
shouldn't have put us together.
We need
No.
we need the black bar over here.
No, I need like the distorted one.
Blur the blur.
The pixelated
My
one.
voice is all going to be changing.
Oh, okay. So it's not like, we're going to some like random LED company that has no other product lines. This company has a full line of products. They're so supportive. They will come to your shop and show you how to install certain products. Like their RGB line can be a little bit different than the other ones because they have connectors. So you don't have to use wire nuts. And they'll come out and literally build the sign for you the first time, or they'll get on a web call and support you through it. The owner, we know the owner, like we could call Sky, the owner, and be like, hey, this is what we need. We have a customer with an issue. So the company has a lot of integrity behind it too. So,
and you also have the people that are making the drivers starting to warranty even their modules.
Yeah.
Like the GGG, France is doing it, Allison's doing it. Yeah. Like you have other people that are warranting, like if you use our driver, we'll still warranty, their modules too.
Yeah.
So, because they support the system too. They see it. They see what's going on.
And really that happened because Montroy took on G2G. So we just gave them a lot more clout than they had before. We're like really spreading the words. I mean, you guys started it a little bit, but now that we have
you started the ball. You kicked it.
We just have this much clout, but Montroy really leveled us up.
Yeah,
well, it's not even Montroy, guys. It's Lauren.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Now I understand.
You guys got to get it straight.
I understand.
It's not Montroy.
Yes.
It's Lauren.
The Illumination Princess. I mean, we could put that on my business card too.
Illumination Princess.
That should be the title of the podcast.
That's going to be the title of the podcast. That's going to be the clip. There'll be a clip.
United LEDs with the princess.
With the illuminated princess.
Oh, wait, I'm down. You guys should bow.
Yeah, that's
well,
true.
we should bow to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for allowing us to come to your princess
suite
room, your princess suite, and to be in the princess presence.
Yeah, for sure. It's an honor.
Yeah, Manny and I both showed up one day early to the show, and we had already had the rooms booked. And so I went up to the desk and I was like, I really don't want to have this one night where I have to like check out the next day and then rejoin my original reservation. And they were like, hold on. I took forever. Finally, I was like, I'm so tired. It's like 11 o'clock at night. I'll just go up to my room. And he's like, wait. And he's like, okay, your room number is blah, 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 P. And I was like, I know what that means. So I got upgraded to this like amazing room.
Without even like giving the person like any money or anything, she got upgraded. I tried it.
With money.
Put your microphone closer.
I tried it with money and got denied. So
yeah, ain't right.
It's not fair. The princess gets princess treatment.
That's perfect.
So
yeah, I mean, so we were talking about the drivers and the other companies obviously warranting the module. So with that, you should know that they didn't just like do that, right? So there's a lot of testing that will involve. Like we literally met with Scott from France yesterday, and he's like, "Yeah, we tested it." He said, "Works just like it should." He said, "We loaded it up, works good." So
our spec sheets are actually correct.
Yeah.
So like what it says you can put on them, you can put it on it.
Let the facts be checked.
The facts. Yep.
Yeah. You can do it yourself too. Please buy them actually to do it.
Actually, I think they have some. I believe they have
1-800
some.
Montroy.
Yeah.
1-800 Wensco.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Get United.
you mean the other company has
the other company
United
has
modules?
some United modules.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do too. So
now those modules are the bags are cool because they're matte, not glossy.
No glossy.
No glossy.
No
Sky.
shiny.
No shiny.
Just for the record, that's what Sky told us he was making. He said
bag no
we
shiny.
need a matte, and he said, "What do you mean matte?" I said, "Matte, like there's no gloss." He said, "Oh, no shiny." So
I think the exact term was bag no shiny.
Yeah.
Yes, Sky.
Yeah.
And he sent them to us just like we asked for. So it's perfect.
But even that was a fun process. Like, do you want green, red, blue? And we're like, no, we want black and white.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We want matte black and white.
Just make it simple.
Yep. Make it simple. Make it look different than the other bags. And then even smart packaging.
That's something we didn't talk about.
Yeah. So that was one of the things I wanted to make sure it's one bag per module. They can't screw it up because
one bag per power supply.
One bag per power supply.
One module in a bag.
One module in a bag. That's all you get.
You know how many bags we're selling over here? We're inflating our numbers so good.
And because we know
bags today.
We talked about it on the man versus woman thing. Like if you don't say, hey, this is one bag and then one power supply, you know how many like a guy's going to load up. We're going to put on an extra of 20%, and we figured the women will put on less than 20% less. But like now we just make it like this is what it is.
Just make it easy.
It's you don't need to like on certain power supplies you can run it to 100%. On the France and the United you can run it to 100. So you don't need to cut modules off. So that's the great thing about that module, and you can tell you can give it right to the customer. Use this with this. Don't cut anything off.
One bag, one power supply.
Yeah.
Super simple. So, but that's the other I mean, they didn't like again going to us asking for that. They didn't do that before.
No,
that was us literally saying like, "Hey, I know you don't do this, but this is what we need." Right? It's
the smart way of doing it.
Yeah. And they'll customize stuff too. So I have them working on a 5,000 Kelvin for one of our Vegas customers who's specified at 5,000. So yeah, he cut off. He's like, hey, Doug Driscoll, our sales rep, was with me, and he asked the customer cut off 3 modules. I'm going to send it to our factory, and we're going to copy it. So yeah, that's another cool perk is they can get things done real fast and in a good way.
Yeah. They've been. I mean, we've worked with G2G for a long time. So I think we had them before Principal, I believe.
I think so too.
So we like it was an easy relationship to how are we going to start this, who are we going to go to, and then knowing that maybe one of our competitors was already getting modules from them, I assumed it just because they looked like. Sometimes it's not hard, right? Like they look similar. Like we know where they're coming from. Look, they look. Like we do it with vinyl too. Like, okay, where's some of the private label that's across even ours? Where's it come from?
We know.
Just look at the box. Yeah. Okay, whoa, that's the same box as this manufacturer. Yes.
Look at the core. It's like the printing on the tag is exactly the same.
And then some of the time you end up with a backer that says their name on it too.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not smart. They're not.
They forget.
Yep.
We just had that at the show. Got a sample of a new product, and it had the backer was different than the brand name that they sent us in the sample. So. That's weird.
Yeah,
but,
everything is made at the same place.
Yeah.
And then just repackaged.
Yeah.
With the same 2-3 places.
They do mix them up every so often.
Yeah.
We're okay with that because we can bash them that way.
Yeah, it's true. Yep. We need something to talk about.
But but we knew who to go to Unite, like who we needed to make the module. Like we knew it was a reputable company. We knew they'd help us out. We knew what kind of support they already had. So it was easy to go to them first. Correct. And then it got to be the goofy part is like, okay, we want to make a private label, but like, I want your name on it. And for Sky to wrap his head around that and Doug to wrap his head around that, like, why do you want our name on it? Because like, it can't be just us.
Yep.
Right. It can't be just like me or Wensco against like, we need everybody else. And like, and then it got to the point like, well, are you going to take a cut? I'm like, no, I don't want, like, this is my contribution to the sign industry to be like, if another manufacturer tries to do this to a bunch of other distributors, we're going to do the exact same thing to them.
Gotcha.
Like that's what I wanted done. Like I just want it needs to stop, right? Like they can't let one company dictate what the rest of us do.
Exactly.
And now I guarantee there's second thoughts on a lot of manufacturers where they go to them like, well, I want exclusive rights over here. I'm going to drop these 3. I think they know now, like we're going to put them on United Sign products and we're all going to go against them.
Yeah. I think it's picking up speed. It's like that big, downhill. It's the more we get it out there, the more and more it's like every day we sell more. So people are looking at it like, okay, this is exactly what we need. We need this module to change the market. And I see it, I feel it, and I'm living it. I mean, I love being able to go out there and change people's minds of what they're using because what they were using they thought was the right module. They thought it was the best module. Well, come to find out, it's not. Once you see it, you'll figure it out.
Yeah. It's everybody that's seen it so far is like, I don't know why we didn't have something like this before. It's literally just that easy. It's just like, if you're even remotely interested, just reach out. We'll put the module in front of you, and we don't. This talking we've been doing for however long we've been doing this, like it doesn't mean anything until you see it in front of you, and you're like, "Yep, you're right."
But what you talked about, it just gets rolling. That's why we wanted it, not just us.
Yeah.
That's why we're like, well, let's make it, but like And I told G2G, offer it to anybody, like offer it to the people that need it, and like because as they start gaining momentum, more people talk about it online, more people talk it here. It'll help us all. Like we're all benefiting from each other going
We're all
out and
making
just pushing
it popular
it.
together.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's we're united. That and the name says it. We're united going against the other guys.
So the other distributor that stocks this product is Spandex, right?
Yep. And Economy Sign Supply.
Okay.
And by this podcast, we will have we will have one more.
Oh, okay.
We do have one.
Great.
One more that's signed
Fingers
up recently.
crossed. Fingers crossed we didn't
So-
lie to you guys.
Let's spread the word.
If it doesn't
Like
happen,
Billy
we'll
Graham.
just cut that part. But we do have one more coming.
Okay.
So that will be a big impact.
Great. Good.
We'll
Good.
cut it. Who is it? I'm very
No,
curious.
we can't say it.
Well, we can cut it, right?
can
Long
cut
as
it.
cuts it.
Hey,
It's
Rick, cut this one out, please.
Yeah, boy.
All right. Yes.
that's the one we
Heck
needed?
Yeah.
That's
so
the one we
that
needed?
is a strong alliance. Montroy, Wensco,
It's like you're the boys together.
Spandex up here.
That's
North.
exactly right.
We got one to go still after this one.
We're
gotta
getting the
get
boys
East Coast.
together.
Yeah.
We got to get something East Coast still.
We do, yeah.
And I
Yeah.
have one. I just got to make the right contact. Like, I got to get some you don't know Doug. Doug walks in, Sky walks in. Like, they don't know them, but I know these guys. Hey, these guys are coming to talk to you.
Yep.
Listen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, you guys look great in your robes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
We needed a little spa treatment after 8 hours at the show.
Rick, you can cut back in now.
So
Sorry.
wait, we got a couple more stories to take though. The first one we got to talk about the restroom here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
I just asked. I just asked to go to the bathroom, and she's like, "Yeah, it's in there." And I was like, "You don't have? There's not a second one in here." She's like, "Oh no." And Manny's like, "It should be right here." She's like, "Oh no, those are two closets." Opens one of the doors, it's just a bathroom.
So how many days have you been in this room?
She's been here. Well, since Monday, so this is day 4.
So
This is
listen,
day 4. She didn't know.
Princess didn't know that was a restroom.
There's a bathroom in the lobby, and I was telling everybody to go through my room into the bathroom.
so with full disclosure, this happened to me and Tyler's mom. We were in a room 3 days, and one of them said, "Hey, just use the second bathroom." We're like, "We don't have a second bathroom." We got back to our room. Sure enough, had a second bathroom. We never opened the door either. So it's happened.
So the difference with that one, if it's like the room that we have now, is that it kind of looks like, when you have like conjoined rooms, so there's like a door. That's what it kind of looks like because it's like on your exterior wall. So you just think like, oh, this goes to the other one.
Mm-hmm.
The one here, it can't go. It can't go anywhere. That is
There's
clearly your
nothing
room.
next door.
Yeah.
If you know a sign guy, we should put a restroom sign right on that bad boy.
That's what they need, okay?
I mean, apparently, because this is the second time this has happened.
Or you just investigate the room when you walk in.
Yeah.
Hey, I was just happy
open
with the
every door.
room,
Yeah.
and I'm by myself, so it really hasn't come up
Yeah.
yet. where
I sit
needed
in
a
every
second
chair.
bathroom.
I turn on every TV, open up every drawer.
He never turns the TVs off. They just stay on the whole time.
You don't?
Yeah. Usually they get turned off by room service. I turn them back on when I come back.
Yeah, I turn everything on. I mess up the entire bed.
Oh my god!
I really
Unbelievable.
You're trying to make sure that they came and cleaned the room. If you
Well, yeah, I
destroy
wanna
it,
make
you know
sure.
they came back.
Got to make their money, right?
exactly.
So here's another funny story I have, and you guys know Doug and Sky, so this is pretty funny.
Yeah.
They were coming in to do a training at our Cleveland location, and they said, "Who's coming in to do a training?" I said, "There's going to be a fake Chinese guy and an authentic Chinese guy." And you guys know what I'm talking about because Doug is like I think he's actually Korean. Is he Korean?
No, I think
he's Korean. I'm not
Find
positive.
out. Doug, let
Yeah.
us know.
Doug, let us know. So, but he
nationality
speaks.
are
Doug's
you?
already heard this story. So
He speaks perfect English, and then Sky is obviously from China, so he speaks kind of broken English. And I told my staff that, and they walked in, and Doug starts talking first. And the second Sky started talking, the entire staff started like half laughing, and Sky knew exactly what happened. He looks at me, he smiles, he's like, "You did say it." I'm like, "Yeah, I told him who was coming." So it's just funny that it's like, how is he going to explain them?
Yeah,
Here's who's coming.
I don't even tell people. I just walk them in,
Yeah.
and they'll look over at me like, he's for real.
Yeah,
I was like, he's original.
he's so funny too.
He's
one of
great.
the funniest people.
He's great.
You know, that man can eat. I've never met anybody that could eat that much. And eat.
Oh,
That poor. I don't know where he puts it.
Yeah, he used to try to I think he's busted many times trying to bring butter back to China. He loves our butter here.
butter.
oh,
That's
He loves
funny.
our butter. I don't know how many times he's probably got
We should
butter
just ship it in a
confiscated at.
container for him.
We should.
We could. If
Yeah,
we
he's-
tell them if we get better pricing, we'll start shipping butter back.
We'll trade you United modules for butter.
He likes Brussels sprouts too. Butter and
Really?
Brussels sprouts. are his
Seafood.
thing.
You have to really express ship that thing.
He is a seafood guy.
Seafood. He came to Southern California, and there's pretty good seafood in Southern California. And he's ordering everything on the menu. I'm like, I eat very little, and he's just ordering. And I'm, Sky, settle down. I'm only gonna eat. And he just kept trying to feed me more. I'm like, I'm not eating them. I don't eat that much.
I have so many funny stories about Skies in restaurants, like, because it's just a different culture over there, right?
Yeah.
So like, there was a time where he had like cocktail sauce on his face. He wipes it, and the hostess is seating somebody. He just grabs his napkin, hands it to her, and says, "I need another one of these," as she's going to seat some people. And she takes it, and it's like, Sky, that's the hostess. Like, she's not the waitress.
Wrong one.
Like, he's got the same outfit on. Like, I'm like, no, Sky. Like,
You have to find your waiter.
wait.
Yeah.
So it's, I mean, there's a lot of funny stories, but he does order that. Like it was him and I, and it's like, there's a seafood platter that's for like, it says for 4. Yeah, let's bring that. Does it have all the stuff on it? Yeah, bring that. I'm like, Sky, it's only me and you. I can eat a lot, but like it's already for 4 people, and that's the appetizer.
Yeah. And we ordered
Little
steaks.
guy. I don't know how he eats so much.
We ordered a bunch of food, a bunch of appetizers. Then we ordered entrees, and I'm sitting there going, Sky, I never even got to
I'm
mine.
done.
I'm like, this is too much food. And I felt bad because the table was full of food, and I just left it there. I just could not eat.
Yeah.
And that night I had the meat sweats.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's the greatest feeling in the world. Go to
Fogo de Chao.
Fogo de Chao, and if you've been to Fogo de Chao,
Yes.
the
for
idea
me.
of
Too
Fogo de
much meat.
Chao is to be able to eat it
always seems
fast
like
enough
the
that
most right
there's never any on your plate. So like, I'm like,
It's the unwritten rule. You can't ever turn it to red, and your plate always has to be clean.
Yeah.
Best strategy is just say no to anything that isn't steak. If they bring pork or chicken, you just say no. Please
Get out of here.
Just bring back the steak.
Do you want
Wave the
sausage?
guys down with the steak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Do you want this sausage? No, I don't want no friggin' hot dogs. I came here for steak. Who wants a hot dog when you go to?
Did you say steak?
it's just the same guy. Just keeps coming back. But
just have them stand there. Just cut another piece.
yeah.
Cut another piece.
Should we wrap this up?
Yeah.
We
Well, hopefully
should.
you guys found this enjoyable. If you made it this far in the end, you probably listened to the end anyway. So we appreciate you guys. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for having us in
Thank you for having us.
your princess suite.
Yes.
We
Happy
appreciate
ending.
it. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.